Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So before getting into the class, so I just wanted to know, are there anyone who joined newly today? First time?
Yes, yes, I am first time joining today.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Any others? Okay. So what I'll do quickly, so we started this class yesterday. I'll quickly go through what we have discussed yesterday and get started with the today's class. If you have any further questions or you wanted to listen to the entire class, you will be getting a recording. Okay. Does that sound fine?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to avail this recording session. So I have just one quick question, if I may ask to you.
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
So actually, I'm a working professional at a already product-based company in a Bangalore. So it's a bit difficult for me to join in the early morning. So I'm availing the this recording sessions. But if I come across a doubts or having issues with this while understanding, so may I have any formal channel to connect with you or talk with you like regarding the issues and all?
Yes, yes. So there will be a WhatsApp. So once you enroll for this course, all these candidates will be, there will be a WhatsApp group created. You can put your question in the WhatsApp group, and any one of the class you can join. Uh, I mean, I will, once you put a question, I'll be answering that. If, for example, if you still wanted to talk to me, you join one of the class at whatever the time you are possible, and then at the end of the class, we can discuss that question too.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for.
Yeah, and
Thank
not only like generally, I don't prefer only DSA questions. My technical expertise is on Java, so you can ask me any question related to Java. And if I'm not able to answer, because I am also a human being, right? There is a possibility that we don't know much
Yes, yes,
sometimes,
yes.
right? So I do my homework and I'll get back to you.
Yeah, thank you. That's a lot of things. Thank you so much. And
Yeah.
one thing, mode of payment will be like through the portal or earlier like we used to pay through the phone pay or other mode
Yeah,
of payment. So
you can do that. So admin team will get you know the
that's
Google Pay number or account details, etc. You can
yeah,
do
sure.
through that. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. So what? So basically, this class is collections and DSA. Uh, First, we broken down into a collection and data structure separately. So in the collection, whatever you are able to see on my screen, these are we are going to discuss. Internal implementation, linked list, set, map, everything, and linked list, tag, queue, trees, tree set, tree map. So all this we are going to discuss as part of collection, and collections will take around 1 month. Post collection will get started with the time complexity, space complexity, uh, and all the sorting algorithms, graph, dynamic programming, matrix, pattern printing, and there are n number of questions I have listed here. So these we are going to discuss as part of data structures. So this would take 2 months. So total course would take 3 months of time. And the class is every day morning 7 a.m. to 7:45 to 7:50 a.m. So I am not going into much details because this we discussed in the yesterday class. Now what we'll do is the first topic we'll discuss about why do we need a collections. So for that, what I'm doing is I'm creating a new workspace. Since we are getting started with a uh, collection, so I'm creating a workspace with name as collections. Hmm. I'm just creating a workspace with that name and I'm opening the workspace. Guys, whenever you have any questions, please unmute yourself and speak. Or if you can wait for the end of the class, that is also would be fine. Okay. So let's click on hide. So there is an empty workspace. Okay. Now how we are going to learn? We are going to learn create a Java project, not the Gradle project, not the Maven project. We are going to create a plain Java project. New project, select Java project. Just mention collections 44. And I'm going to use Java runtime environment as 1.8. So in order to learn DSA, you don't need a Java 17 or 22. You can, but DSA is, Java 1.8 or 1.17 or 1.22. These are the Java features, newly improved version. So time being, I'm using 1.8, and then click on next, and then click on finish. So then you would be able to see like this. See, you can see there is a project, there is a SRC folder that is created. Now in the SRC folder, let me create a package. com dot karthik dot collection internals. Package name should be always small case. So that's the reason I'm putting small case. Okay, let's create a file here inside this class collection introduction. Yeah, let's maximize it. Okay, so now I hope everyone is able to see. Any questions so far on creating a project, etc.? Okay, I take that silence as no questions, but if you have a question, please unmute yourself and speak, or you can put it in the chat also. So now let's create. I'm just writing a main method. Now, what are the different ways to create an array? Different ways to create an array in Java. Does anyone know? What are the different ways you will create an array? I want to create an int array. So I would say that int a equal to new int of 5. So that means this a is a int array, or you can put here.
Or else you can directly give the values itself.
Yeah, that is another way. I'll come to that. Yeah. So this is one way. But if you're putting if you're creating array like this, now if I say system.out.println a of 0, what it will print?
The first element.
Yeah, what is the value it will print?
Uh, the default value of integer, which is 0 or
Okay.
null.
Yeah, that is the question. Like, will it print null or will it print 0? These kind of a questions only will be asked in the interview, right?
Yep. 0.00 it will print.
Yeah. So the reason for that is you are using a primitive int. Primitive, the default value of a primitive int is 0, right? So now, so there is another way of creating an array also, which is nothing but like this. So can someone tell me the difference between this way and this way?
There we are fixing the size first by using, like we are creating the object of the array using new keyword. Here we are directly assigning the values into array.
So in the second way, what will happen is, see, in the first way, you are declaring array size, and then it's your responsibility to put the data. A of 0, A of 1, A of 2, A of 4. So there's a way to put it, like, so that means you are initializing the array and then assigning the data. So this is how you assign the data. If you are initializing the array like this, then this is how you assign the data, right? Now the other way is, so you can declare array like this. Whenever you declare the array in the second way, so that means you don't need to provide a size. Whatever the data that you have provided, the compiler is smart enough to identify like the number of elements that you provided, that would be the size. And A of 0 will contain 1, A of 1 will contain 2, A of 2 will contain 3, A of 3 will contain 4, A of 4 will contain 5. So array index starts with 0. Array index starts with 0 in Java. Okay, what is a maximum index? Maximum index equal to length minus 1. Correct? So for example here, so when my size is 5, so the minimum index starts with 0. So that means you are storing, whenever you say 5, what does it mean? You can store 5 elements. See, one element, second element, third element, fourth element, fifth element. Correct? Now let's do a system.out.println and see. This out A. I am trying to print it. Now let's print. Let's put a breakpoint here also. Sys out A1. Okay. Now let's put a breakpoint here, here. I mean, those who do not know what is a breakpoint and all. So it's like just double click on this one. So you'll get a dot that will be a breakpoint. Now right click, debug as Java application. So when I start debugging, you can see here, if you put a cursor, look at here. So all the values are 0. The reason is it's a primitive int. So when you look at it, I mean, it all goes back to the Java basics. We have used primitive int. So the default value of a primitive, any data type is 0. I mean, if it's an int, it is 0. If it's a double, it is 0.0. If it's a byte, it is 0. If it's a short, it is 0. Correct? Now, so that is how you need to understand. And the primitive value of a Boolean, what is the default value of a Boolean data type? Primitive?
False.
Yeah, false, right? Now, if you look at here, all are zeros. Now, whenever I execute one by one, so this is F6, see, I executed 2 lines. That means 0th position you added the data, first position you added the data. See, look at here, 1, comma 2. So now if I try to print it, see, let's see what it has printed. From line number 9, we are printing. What it has printed? It is printing the address or hash code, correct? It is not printing the data. Do you guys agree with me? Here, from line number 9. See here also, it is printing the address, not the data. Now, if you look at A1, see A1 is having the data directly. So these are the different ways to create an array, right? Now, now the question comes, sir, how do I look at the data in the array? Instead of, see, if I want to print it, I have to print A of 0, A of 1, something like that, right? Which is a tedious job. So what you have to do, whenever you print, whenever you call the print method system.out.println, this println method will call the to, toString, toString method. So now what is the data type? Int. So you have to call the sysout arrays.toString. Arrays. There is a class called arrays inside. So whenever you call the system.out.println, by default, what it will do, it will call the toString method present in the object class. Let's go to the object class. So this is the object class. How to look at this source code, I will explain. Just be with a minute. So in the object class, there is a method called toString, correct? So whenever we do print, not only this array, any object that you print, it can be an employee object, department object, any object that you print in Java, whenever you call the println method, internally it will call the toString method of object class. In the toString method, what is there? Get class dot get name. This will give you, get class will give you the package name, get name will give you the name of the class. At the rate, hash code into say hash code, they are converting into hexadecimal format and printing. So that means you will get a package name followed by class name at the rate some number. So in order to look at that, let's see. So here, for example, my class name is collection introduction, correct? Collection introduction C equal to new collection introduction. So can I say that I have created an object of my class? Yes or no? So now I am printing this system.out.println C. So when I print it, so let's see from line number 10, actually what it will do, it will call the object class, right? Let's put a breakpoint in this object class. Or let's remove it, and when we start debugging, we'll put it. Let's put here debug as Java application. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to object class and putting a breakpoint in this one. See from this line number, 10, it will go to the object class. Look at here. See from this, if I click further, F6, see, do you see? Is the object class toString method is executed internally? See from this, that means whenever you do system.out.println, this println internally calls the toString method of a object class. Now dot get class, what it will give you?
Class name.
No, it will give you the package name. So what is the package name? com.karthik.collection internals. Okay. And then dot get name will give you the class name, which is nothing but collection internals. @ some number. So that is what it is going to return, which is going to be print on the, see this println method will return, and then system.out. It will print on the console. Let's see. So let's click on F8. Now do you see? com.karthik.collection internals, which is nothing but my package name, followed by class name, @ some hash code in a hexadecimal format, correct? Am I right? So this is what happens whenever you print any object. But in your project, if you look at here, if you want to debug anything, so does this will help? For example, if I have an employee, let's create an employee class. In this one, let's create one employee class. String name. Let's create a constructor. Source, generate constructors using the fields. Okay. Now I'm creating an employee object, guys. Let's create an employee object. Employee E equal to new employee. Let's put Karthik. Okay. Now I want to print system.out.println E. Can someone tell me what will be the output from line number 13? What would be the output from line number 13?
The same
The code.
So
address of
the package name is com Karthik collection internals. Class name is .employee @ some number. Correct?
correct.
Yeah. Let's print it. Employee output. Let's do. Let's run the program. Run as Java application. So do you see employee output? It is printing the collection internals dot employee @ some number. But in your project, whenever you want to debug, so do you need this, or do you need what is the employee name internally? Whenever you have any issue, whenever you have any class, or whenever you have any object, what do? Inside the object, you have some data like employee ID, employee name, or some objects, right? So you want to debug that, right? So how do you do? If you are getting an output like this, will it be useful?
ToString method.
Yeah. So currently it is calling the toString method present in your object class. So what you have to do? You have to override the toString method. So that is the reason if you go back to your project and look at any Pojo class, when I say Pojo class or DTO class or a class which has a set of getters, so there they might have written toString method. They might have overridden the toString method. Whenever you override the toString method, whenever you call the logger.info or print system.out.println, it will not go to the object class toString method. Because since you are overriding it here, it will come to your class. So then what I will mention here? So I will mention that employee name plus the EMP name. So, or name. So this is a name variable, right? So I'm just mentioning, just returning this name of the variable, name of the employee. So whenever you print it, now it will no longer call, it will call this one. So for this employee, let's run the program. Run as Java application. See, employee output, employee name equal to colon Karthik. So that means similarly, whenever I want to print the data of whenever I'm trying to print an array like system.out.println a, what it will do? It is going to the object class and it is printing for this array what is the package and then class name and then hexadecimal code, right? So now I don't want that format. I want what is the data present inside the array. So what you have to do, you have to create some class and override toString method. So what Java creators have done, they created a class called arrays. So there is a class called arrays. Inside this arrays, see this arrays.class, it is not introduced by me, guys. So it is provided by, it is present in the java.util package. That means it is created by Java creators. How to see the source code, I will explain little later. So in the arrays class, there is a method called toString. See, look at here, toString, long, array, anything. So toString method, if you call the toString method, so look at here, they have written a code here. So see there, what they are doing, they are iterating over the array and printing the data, adding the data to your string buffer, string builder. It's simple, right? So we can call that, see, arrays dot toString of a. So then it will print the entire data, not the object. Now similarly do this here also. Arrays dot toString a1. So now let's run the program and see. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, all zeros. Because here I'm getting all zeros because I'm calling the data, I'm calling this system.out.println before setting the data. Hence, I'm getting all the zeros. In line number 28, I'm assigning the data in a different manner. So I'm getting all the data, right? So for any questions, anyone? Okay. Now this is about a just basic case. Now still we doesn't know why the collections has been introduced. Now the size of array is 5. Now if I add a of 5, what will happen? A
Exception.
of, so why, may I know the reason of exception?
Size, it is exceeding the size. Array out of bound exception.
It is as simple as that. For example, you are capable of eating one biryani. If someone is giving you two biryanis, will you be able to eat? No, it is as simple as that, right? Your stomach is full, you cannot eat. Same thing here. What is the size of an array? 5. And how many elements I have added here?
6.
So 5, there is no problem. Whenever you're adding a sixth, do you have a place to add the sixth one?
No.
No. So that's the reason we get an exception. And this exception is called as?
Array index out of bound
Yeah.
exception.
So at exactly which line it is causing? Look at here, line number 24, right? See, till here there is no problem because you have a place. So at line number 24, you do not have a place, right? So if there is a building, only 10 people can accommodate. Can we insert 100 people? No, it is as simple as that. Same. So array index out of bound exception is nothing but if you are trying to add the beyond the size, you cannot, right? That is a problem. Now, in order to solve this, what do? You increase the size, correct? 10. Now, if you run the program, it will work. Now, for example, in your real-time projects, if you are using an array, so can you declare array without a size? Can I declare an array without a size?
No.
Now, what will happen if I try to do? Look at here. I'm declaring an employee array. Instead of int array, I'm creating an employee array. So if I do not mention anything, so it is giving a compilation error. That means you have to declare the size of an array. It should be some number. Now, can I put a big number? So why I'm getting a compilation error here? The size of an array whatever you are declaring should be, see, it is a type out of range. So whatever you mention here, that should be integer only. So that means it should not go to the beyond the range of int. The integer range is what? What is the integer range? Integer max value. See here,
27.
217, 2147, 483, 647. This is a maximum value of a integer, right? And min value will be minus of it, right? Say integer dot min. Look at here. Integer dot min value minus 2147, 483, 648. So that means you can declare a array size till here between the integer max and min values. So you remember, like, the problem in the array is whenever you're declaring array, you need to provide a size. Okay. But if you are working in a real-time projects, today, let's take a company. The company started today. There is only 100 people. So what you have done is you want to see the employee data. So you are executing a query called select star from employee table. Okay. Now this is giving currently 100 employees only. So what you have done, you have created an array with 1,000. Okay, which is good. Okay, it's a new company. You have only 100 people, but still you are creating an array size of 1,000, which will work. Now, after 10 years, do you think the company, if the company is working, do you think the company employees will be more than 10,000? Or whenever the employees in the company are crossing more than 1,000, can I say whenever you are setting, it will give you the array index out of bound exception? Yes or no? So at that time, what you have to do? You have to come to the Java code and then modify the size again. So that means every time you have to do the Java code change. Whenever you do the Java code change, you have to compile it, deploy it, restart the server, everything, which is a costly operation, right? Your production application will go down for some time, which is not recommended. So that's the reason this is one of the main important drawback of using array. So in order to overcome this, we go for collection framework. There are some other drawbacks also, but these are important one. So, so in order to overcome this one, we go for a collection. So in the collection, can anyone tell me what is a parent? Or in the collection, we have list, set, map, right? So now let's do list. So here I have a int, right? So you cannot use a primitive in the collection, so you have to use a wrapper objects. So for small int, the corresponding wrapper object is capital integer. So I'm putting list. So new array list. So let's see first whether it will solve the problem or not. Now, what is the size I have mentioned for here? Let's keep 5, correct? Now here also I'm array list size, I'm putting 5. Now, whenever I'm adding a sixth element in the array, I'm getting error. Let's see now here. List dot add 10. Same value I'm adding, but am I adding the data more than once? More than 5 times? Am I adding the 10 data more
Yes,
than
yes.
one? Yeah. So if I'm so now here, what I will do system.out.println list. So if I'm getting the output from line number 44, let's write here 44 line output. If I'm getting an output from line number 44, what does it mean? There is no issue in this code, correct? It is, though I have mentioned the size as 5, it is able to add the data beyond size of 5, correct? Now let's do. So I'm getting a 44 line output. See, how many elements are there? So initially I have declared the size of array list is 5, but am I able to store the data beyond the size 5?
Yes, it will dynamically increase the size.
Yes,
Correct.
yeah. So that means the problem with the array is it cannot grow dynamically, but the advantage of array list is it can grow dynamically. So this is the advantage why we go for collection framework. Now, so one of the class that is present in the collection framework is array list and list. Now, what is a parent in the collection framework? What is a parent in collection framework?
Iterator,
Object.
Sorry,
iterator interface.
Object.
iterator. Someone
Object.
said that it's an iterator. See, object class is parent for everything. That's a different. So in the collection framework, I'm asking.
Iterator interface.
No. Any other answer?
Collection.
Yeah. Collection is also not, right? Let's see.
Collections.
No. So let's see here. So how do you know whether it's, see, array list is a class that is implementing list interface. Do you know?
Yes.
So now let's see here. Let's go to see array list.class. I am showing you the source code, correct? So is this written by me? Is this a code written by me?
No.
No, it's a predefined class, right? So now if you look at here, we might have studied that array list is a class which is implementing list interface, correct? Now if you look at here, array list is a class. Is it implementing list? Yes.
Yes.
So now go to this list. The list is extending from
Collection.
collection. So one interface is extending from another. So what this collection could be? Is it an interface or a class?
It's a class.
Class can implement a
No
collection.
interface.
Yeah.
Interface.
Yeah. Interface can, a class can extend another class. A interface can extend another interface.
Another interface. Yeah.
Correct? So that means in order to remember easily, what you have to use is between the same types, we go for extends. Let me
Yeah.
tell you. So for example, see, just a minute. Yeah. So interface extends interface, correct?
Yes.
Now class extends another class. Okay. Class implements interface.
Interface.
Correct. Now the question is, how do I remember? Now here, if you look at here, before the extends keyword here, wherever you see out of these three, these two are the occurrences where we are using extends keyword, correct? Now here, whenever, so if you look at here left side and right side, interface, class, correct? So that means between same type, go for extends. Between different types, go for implements. Now, if you look at here implements, there is a class and there is an interface. These are different types, right? So this is the easiest way to remember. Between the same type, go for extend. Between the different types, go for implementation. Okay. Now, if you look at here, interface list is extending collection. Now, go to collection. Now, someone said that collection is a parent. Now, let's see here. Click. Now, I have gone to the collection interface now. But is it a parent now? If you have an extends keyword, that means what? There is a parent for this also. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the one who said collection is a uh, parent in the collection framework, is it right now? I'm not judging you guys, but I'm just trying to correct the mistake. So it is not the collection. Now what is that? Is it a iterator or is it a iterable? See, a collection extends iterable. So it is going to iterable. Now go to iterable. Do you have any parent here?
No, sir.
So that means what is a parent in the collection framework? Iterable. If you go to website, any of the website, and then let's go to Google, guys. You see. So parent in the collection framework in Java. See, what's the Gemini is giving you? Say it is giving. See. However, it is important to know that collection interface itself extends the java.lang.iterable interface. So now if you look at here, in summary, iterable, the topmost interface in overall collection hierarchy, providing the ability to iterate over the elements. That means, what is a parent? Iterable. So this, now you are studying this one by writing somewhere, right? But if the way you are studying here by looking at the source code, this can never be wrong, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you are reading some blogs or any other information on Java, what do? You go back to the source code. How to see the source code, I will explain in a next class. But you go back to the source code and then cross check it. So this is the best way to learn because we are looking at the predefined Java code. So what is the parent in the collection framework? It is a iterable. From iterable, you have a collection, and from collection, you have a list, set, and queue. Okay, which we are going to discuss in the upcoming class case. So in the tomorrow class, what? Just a minute, let me complete and then I'll take your question. So in the tomorrow class, what we are going to look at here is so how array list is growing dynamically beyond 5 elements, right? How it is happening. So we'll start writing a custom array list from tomorrow. And then I will try to tell you how can I look at the source code. So these are the two topics which I'm going to cover in the tomorrow class. And if you guys are interested, I mean, when I say tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday is holiday. The next class is on Monday. So please be on time, like 7 a.m. So we'll get started early. Yeah, go ahead with the question.
So iterator, what is this iterator then?
Iterator is okay. So now in the iterable iterable is a interface, right? So in the iterable there is a method called iterator, correct?
Okay.
So this is returning what? Something it is returning iterator. You want to know what it is? Go here. So that means it is interface. That means iterator. So in the iterable there is a method called iterator. So this will tell you how to iterate over the elements. And the return type of is iterator. Iterator is an interface which has next method, if it is a list iterator, it has a previous method. So it will tell you how to iterate over the collection. So there is a link. So how you are getting a link between an iterator and iterable? Iterable has a iterator method, which is returning a iterator reference. Hope that answers.
So functional interface or something?
No, it's not a functional interface. See, if you have a functional interface, you should have a annotation, correct?
Correct.
So, and functional interface will have only one abstract method, right? But here it can be, see, iterator is, I mean, they did not make it, but they might have a plan of adding some other more abstract methods, right? If it's a functional interface, you should have add a iterate functional
Functional.
interface. Yeah. Okay. So any other questions, anyone?
Today is the first class or
Is the
second class?
second class. Yesterday we just discussed about the course content only.
Okay.
Sir, can you one more times you can show me the course content because I today only I joined the class.
Yeah, fine, no issues. So we are going to start with collections, and so I've broken down this class into two parts: collection and data structures. In the collections, we are going to learn all the internal implementation of set, list, map. Okay, and then all this, like whatever you can see, how to sort, hash map, hash values, overriding, equals and hash count method, iterator, list iterator, concurrent hash map, copy and write array list, link list, all this insertion, deletion, print, stack, queue, trees, tree set, tree map as part of collections.